FTX, man. What do you?
Yeah,
how
dude.
How you getting your money out?
I mean, that whole thing is fucking crazy. I guess we haven't talked about that, have we?
You saw a clip of her riding his face?
What?
Yeah.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a fake.
Clip.
No. Really?
Yeah, it's like selfie. When she's like sitting on him, she's like,
Oh my God. Because there's supposedly a sex tape coming out. I think it's fake, but someone like made a website and it was like, what?
Come on.
Dude, this story is so weird that would not surprise me at all.
I know it wouldn't, but that's the part where it's okay.
What? I mean, apparently they did it. There is a picture that I saw of like a hot tub and a bunch of FTX employees, and they're all naked.
Okay.
That picture exists, and I think it's real. Yeah, this is the website. It says SBF and Caroline must be held accountable. 11/18/2022, their sex tape will be released onto this uncensorable webpage. And then 11/18 came, and the website updated, and it was like, we need more people to see this. Yeah, it was like, more eyeballs need to be on this website. We're not releasing it yet. And I was like, okay.
Come on.
But I mean, his text exchange with the Vox reporter was...
I didn't read that yet.
Oh my God.
Guys, if you are unaware...
I don't know how you could be. I mean, this is like literally one of the best stories. Most not best, because I know like a lot of people like lost their entire livelihoods, but I'm just saying most entertaining, wildest fucking stories in the last like decade.
Compelling for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. As Vox reporter says, you said a lot of stuff about how you wanted to make regulations, just good ones. Was that pretty much just PR too?
Wait. By the way, let's just say like this is the story of FTX, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, the second biggest, in fact. This kid started it. His name is Sam Bankman-Fried. He just goes by SBF. Was the second biggest exchange in the world. It's like something like 5 years old or something like that.
Yep.
Started it and like he started by doing arbitrage with Bitcoin. So he would buy Bitcoin in America, I think, and then sell it in Korea or something like that, and made a bunch of money on that arbitrage. Started FTX with that money. Basically grew it into the second biggest crypto what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Exchange. And then off that started a hedge fund called Alameda that were sister companies, and basically no one really knew how they were related. Turns out after everything collapsed, which it recently just did, he lost $10 billion worth of value, basically, that they found out was just lost via him stealing it for Alameda from clients.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I mean, I think I did a pretty bad job of explaining that, but
I think
biggest financial meltdown since Bernie Madoff, and the biggest scam since Bernie Madoff.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest out there. And, you know, his dad is what didn't he used to work for the SEC?
I don't know about his dad.
I thought he had some connection to the SEC.
Maybe.
Either way,
I don't know all the details, but
Joseph Bankman, both professors at Stanford Law School, or maybe just an economist. Then I just thought he had some like nepotism connection to the SEC, and in that it sort of highlighted he should know about fraud. I think that's kind of the implication there. Whatever.
Right.
Point is, he operated in proximity to powerful people.
Yeah,
that's all I'm trying to highlight here.
Because he also donated a lot.
Yep.
To the Democrats and also to like media companies, and he just gave away a shit ton of money. And so after this whole thing collapsed, people have been like, okay, what was this guy really an evil dude? Why did he give away so much money if he was stealing money and like committing fraud in the process? Like, who is this guy? Is he the devil? New York Times did this big piece on him that they kind of got torn up for on Twitter, but it was basically like saying that it was just really just a mistake. He really didn't know what was going on, and it was an accident that he like lost all his money. Like, it wasn't fraud.
Yeah.
Like they don't say the word fraud one time.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he had no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
He had no clue.
And so then all of a sudden Vox releases this article, and they're like, we've been DMing him. These are the DMs. And he posted it on his own Twitter, and they're like, this is real. I didn't really think we were talking on the record, but this is real. I did say these things. So like I said, he did some interviews where he was like, I'm going to give away my entire fortune. He donated a lot to political causes. He gave away a lot of money. And
Didn't he say he's like, oh, I'm not going to keep any of my money or some
Yes.
shit?
Yeah. He said in the thing, he's like, I'm vegan. First of all, I'm also like, he was just like this guy that would profess a lot of, or this like established like moral code and and ethics and stuff like that. So the reporter says the ethics stuff, mostly up front, people will like you if you win and hate you if you lose, and that's how it all really works. And he said, yeah, I mean, that's not all of it, but it's a lot. The worst quadrant is sketchy plus lose. The best is win plus ? Clean plus lose is bad but not terrible. So he's basically like, if I get caught for these things, like if I don't get caught, then and I win, that's like the best quadrant to be in.
Yeah.
It's like win, you know?
Yeah.
Is that what he's saying?
I think so.
So then then the reporter said, you were really good at talking about ethics for someone who kind of saw it like all as a game with winners and losers. He said, yeah, I had to be. It's what reputations are made of to some extent. I feel bad for those who get fucked by it, by this dumb game we woke Westerners play where we say all the right shibboleths and so everyone else likes us.
Uh-oh, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Do not let Mr. Alex Jones get his hands on this.
Seriously, yeah.
Uh-oh.
But it's just crazy, like him just dumping all this, like, yeah, I just was fucking like, I knew that this would make me look good, so.
Oh, and you know what? There's going to be a weird cohort of people who go, I kind of fuck with it.
With that?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, he's just doing, that's what we do every day, man, when we get up and clock in,
Yeah.
Just sucking the man.
Yeah.
We're just fucking the man, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. On this note of like crazy ass CEOs, can I just pivot?
Sure, yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry if that was boring. I just thought this whole story is so fucking interesting. Also, apparently Michael Lewis has been following him around because he was writing a book on him. And now he's like, now this is going to be the best book of all time.
Oh, let me shout out this lady on TikTok. She was kind of echoing this idea that Tom Brady's divorce might be because of the FTX promo.
Okay. Yeah, apparently they lost a shit ton of money.
Okay.
I've seen some shit, it's probably bullshit, but about like their whole fortune being
her name
in FTX.
Yeah, her name is Culture Work. She kind of just joins in on this theory like, okay, if you put Tom Brady and Gisele's divorce through like the lens of FTX, let's kind of look at what happened here. I can't rephrase everything she stated, but it was just sort of putting the idea, or she's biting on the conspiracy that maybe they needed to divorce to do some weird thing to like recuperate their funds or something like that.
Okay.
And them being divorced like maybe was like crucial in like the structure of their relationship.
But it happened before this whole thing melted down.
What?
Them getting divorced.
Yeah, that's why it's conspiracy.
Okay.
Like it's sort of, but she was saying like maybe they had rumblings of, or not her specifically, but I think people were putting the idea out there that maybe they knew something fucked was up with this kid. So they kind of orchestrated this divorce to maybe collect some of their funds or like move their funds to like a hidden place.
Right.
Then it's protected from whatever because I don't know. It's conspiracy.